Greetings, ladies and gentlemen players. It is November 8th, 2019, Friday, and that means another wonderful day for basics. As you can see here, we are on OGS, and judging from the match history, you can have a very good idea that we are playing against DDKs-ish, DDK-friendly games today. And now you might be tempted to say, but wait, I am not a DDK, there's nothing I'm going to be learning in this video. I am leaving, and you would be wrong. This video is going to be chock full of stuff you need to know, stuff that can help you, such as... Did you know that one of the strongest female professionals in the entire world, one of the most energetic players in the entire world, one of the most amazing people in the entire world, good old Hyeyeon, has her own YouTube channel? It is true, she does. It is a thing. Links will be posted down below, or you could just type Hyeyeon in the search bar and you can find her that way. Now, she is a professional 9-dan. She is world famous. She does not need to be doing a YouTube channel, but she is because apparently on her travels or while she's giving lectures, she's thinking about all y'all and wanting to give you information for the sake of giving you information, period. She's not trying to throw memes at you, not trying to go viral. She's just trying to educate the Go community while she's off doing what she does. Now, you might say, but I'm noticing some of those videos are in Korean. Ain't no one got time for that. Actually, that is a good reason to also check out her videos. Some of them are in English, some of them are in Korean. The ones that are in English, great, you can follow along. And the ones that are in Korean, you can test yourself with. Can you see which variations are good or bad while she is showing them? Are you able to follow along? It tests your reading, it tests your board position, your positional judgment. Go is, after all, called hand talk, one of its many names. And sure enough, as you are seeing the moves placed on the board, they are speaking to you, and you can see if you can hear correctly just what they are saying as she is explaining it. So I think her channel is really, really great. Some of her information is in bite-sized bits. Some of them only like 9 minutes, 17 minutes, 10 minutes long, all that stuff. So it's good for people on the go, preferably not while you're driving. And yeah, if you're looking for some new information, you haven't for some reason checked out one of the strongest female professional players in the entire world's YouTube channel, what are you doing? Go and click that. You'll probably find a couple of videos that you really like. And now, let's go play some DDKs. Oh, also, not sponsored. All right, got ourselves a game. Going to adjust this so you can actually see the board. Hello, there we go. We are playing 11Q, which is what I was hoping for. DDK today. Now that means we are going to go hands-off killing unless it's something really, really, really obvious where they have a very, very, very clear throw in here to block 2 eyes kind of situation. Then sure, we'll go ahead and do that. Why not? It says hello, so I will say hello too. Pincering here, doing whatever you want here, not really a problem. Whatever you feel inclined. If you like kicking, okay, sure. If you like kicking, you can kick. If you like a pincer, you can pincer. If you back off, you can back off. It's fine. There's no problem here. I'm going to... You know what? Frack it, I'm kicking. It's subpar, in my opinion. I'm not a fan of it. But it'll showcase some potential invasions for later, things like that. And it's a really simple thing that I can play that I know my opponent's not going to get incorrect. So sure, cool, sweet. I'm going to go and play large side of the board. That is this side or this side. I can go on the inside or the outside. I'll go on the outside. And while I'm throwing stones around, we will highlight the fact that this is now an invasion point for later. And we still have a approach on this stone that's going to represent by the 3-3. It can be inside or outside approach. I'll just represent it by the 3-3. Okay, now here's a problem. He played a large knight move, and for me it is basic to 3-3 this because we don't do large knights because of it. It's just kind of like one of those results that you don't do. It's hard to get a good result here. It really is. If I back off, I see that as being bad because he could like kick here and play this one. And then suddenly he has 3, 6, 9, 12. That's interesting. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 points in one corner because I didn't 3-3 him. Ugh. But we'll back off here. Higher up, 5Q and above, I'm definitely smashing that 3-3 like it owes me money. Because, yeah, backing off Large Knight, we used to do it, but not so much. It's kind of one of those things that you just don't do these days. He's attaching probably to fix. That's cool. I'll highlight some of his moves. While he is doing that, he has got the approach. The 3-3 I think is bad. I specifically want him to play here. And he also has Large Knights and an approach move over here, like so. So those are the largest points on the board. I think 3 for him, 2 for me. Is there any reason to Atari this? Not really. If I don't Atari, the 3-3 is a possibility. If I Atari and he connects, I remove that Aji. But did I gain anything in exchange? I didn't. Like, does this move do anything to warrant all of the Aji in the corner being gone? It really isn't. And yet many of you, I'm certain, would be sitting there thinking, I would do that without even thinking about it. And that's the problem. The without even thinking about it part. Sure, I'm still not playing the Atari. I will extend one more time, threatening to Hane at the head of 2 and 3 stones. That is very proverbial, so I'm going to play it. I could do it one more time, but I don't really want to. Instead, I'm going to take this stone away from him because we highlighted that that was his big point. But it's also a big point for me because I have an enclosure that's going here. So how I came to that move is I saw that that was a big point for him. It was a big point for me. There were 2 reasons for it. And then it's also helped me grow the bottom of the board. So 3 there. That's great. Great. Excellent. Now he's trying to grow. I'm going to approach on the inside so we can maybe get rid of this one. We don't really know yet. Temptation again to go into the corner. But if I go into the corner and he gets a wall and this, look at all of that influence. We don't like it, so we're not going to do it. Instead, we're going to back off calmly. Get rid of that move. The 3-3 still exists, so we're not going to get rid of that one yet. I will extend first here. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of a jump out of Rooney like so. I can extend like 3 spaces because I do have like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stone wall here. I think it's all fine. I could Hane here. I'm not going to. I'm just going to go play nice and solid. By Hane, then there's cuts. I got to read them out over and over again and forget all that. We're not going to do it. Okay, what is he doing? He is trying to grow, it looks like. So we don't ignore shoulder hits. We don't ignore caps. And we don't ignore attachments. Reason being is if we ignore an attachment and they follow up, our stone they attach to just gets hurt worse. If we ignore a move against that they use to shoulder hit our stone, they follow it up, our stone gets hurt worse. If we ignore a cap, then maybe they can pincer it, maybe they can attach to it. It's 2-on-1 scenario. Probably not going well for us, so we don't ignore that either. Instead, I want to push, cut, and attack. But I said that we're not really going to fight so much, so let's go ahead and not do that one. Just looking at the biggie points. That one, on the other hand, I might go ahead and cut. That one's an obvious one right there. Is our white group in the upper left-hand corner strong? The answer to that is obviously yes, it is. It is on the 3rd line. There's no obvious invasion points. We've been making sure that we haven't left Aji behind. He can't turn around Atarius or anything like that. Therefore, giving me this cut point is what one somewhat popular teacher has referred to as emo go for reasons that I probably should not repeat on YouTube. Suffice it to say, he was inviting this to take place. Now I'm going to go and say, nope, that is my stone. You're not going to go anywhere with it. That is mine. Thank you very much. Thus protecting our cutting stones. If we do not, and he saves his cutting stone, suddenly I'm in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if I can connect. I don't really know what's going on. It's just kind of one of those things. Don't like it. Do I have to respond to that? It's an attachment. Yep, okay. Cool. I'll respond to attachments. You're right. I respond to attachments because I literally just said like 2 seconds ago, and that's what we do. That's what we do, so that's what I do. This is just standard shape. It prevents him from, you know, playing the Hane or the poke or whatever. And now I'm going to... Let's see. Where is big move for him? Well, it's not going to matter. I already know where my move's going to be. So, yeah. I was going to say there's, like, a move over here for him. I'm taking that away, and I'm threatening the undercut again. He probably has some move that I'm going to represent by, like, just here. He probably has some move down here he can use to try to live. So I'm just going to use this little dot to represent that idea. He's trying to come in. I say no. Dangerous. The more he plays here, the harder it is for him to try to live back in here later. Now we have the dilemma. I can kill that 3-3 invasion. I know I can kill it because I'm strong on the outside. He just made me strong. But killing this at 11Q is really not nice, so we're just not going to do that. He invaded my 3-3, I'm going to invade his back because that move is on the field still. So all we need to do is make sure we get Sente here. So I have Sente here now, I could go play it. But you know what? I think this turn is Sente, otherwise his stone dies. That feels like Sente too. If I wasn't certain I could go off into the corner, play a move there. Great, fascinating. Also, if I wanted to try to kill him, I could play this one or this one, but we're not going to get into that right now. This drop down is also bad. He should have like played a tiger's mouth or anything to make shape there. You don't want to drop down like this. And I'm just going to go ahead and play this one so he's not tempted to do anything weird down in here. Okay. I can do one more move because I can see that exactly that is a point to kill him. Now I will respond in kind. He took my 3-3. I will take his. I would recommend him playing here instead of down in here, just to keep things nice and simple. But okay, he did not. So I will extend like so. It threatens to go here. I'll do a little small knight doodad. And you can see how much damage I'm doing to this corner. One of the reasons why this little 2-space is not really very popular, and why the large knights are not really popular. It's hard to really do anything here. Now, or hard to like keep this from spilling out when the 3-3 is gone if you want to block this way. You know what I'm saying. Boop, boop, boop. No reading, no reading, no reading. Just make sure you're not dead. Okay, there, I'm not dead. There, not dead. Easy. How do we know that? Well, 2, 4, 6, 8, like almost 10. Almost a 10-point eye space up there. Good luck killing a 10. I just read, that's why I'm hesitating. It's fine. If you're not careful, there's some shenanigans if he plays here, and then plays here, and then plays like the cut, and you're not paying attention, you Atari, you could Atari and cut you off. So there's a little bit of Aji there potentially, only if you make a really big oopsies. Ba-na-na-na-na. I've got, what is this? 6-line territory here. I can extend back because I know this cutting point's not going to do much against me when I've got all this like amazing solidity. The move that I want to play now is the following. That one. I wanted to play that one because I'm kind of being surrounded here. But he got to it first. Hey man, them's the breaks, yo. Them's the breaks. But okay. I'll just connect my stone up. Now what? He has to save that stone, otherwise I just like play here, Hane, and kill him. He's trying to kill me. He's trying to kill me. He's trying to kill me. I respect it. I'm not sure what I want to do about it though. Like, that's the sector line, right? Stone to stone, he's behind a sector line. So I wanna play the shoulder hit. I'm just not sure if it's basic enough right now. I mean, I teach sector lines constantly in this series, right? That has to be for a reason. Or am I just convincing myself? No, it is. It is for a reason. Yeah, we teach this for a reason. Beware of sector lines. Those stones are dead. They were behind enemy lines, and they didn't do anything about it. Protect the outside, because this is already connected. And that's all there is to that one. I don't have to do it, but I'll protect my shape. And then we're going to poke on into the middle, because he's trying to grow it. You can tell, because we've got like a wall here, a wall here. So if he like developed a wall here, it's pretty good, right? Bum 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 bum. Also, I'm not sure if I can play that one anymore. I will push in because that's forcing. Otherwise, I like completely break in. He has no territory here. I assume he wants to protect some territory here, so that's what we'll do. In review, we're going to go and show you, so stay tuned for this, how to kill that bottom left-hand corner. Now, DDKs, I want you to be very careful of trying to implement that when you see it. It's very, very risky. If you're 5Q and above, you can probably try your hand at killing that. He has resigned the game. I will say thank you for the game. Thank you there, Kalku. Let's go and review, like so. So there are things that we could do here. I kicked, again, it doesn't really matter that I kicked, I just kicked. Who cares? Whatever, it's fine. Also, my board wasn't completely accurate. Sorry about that too. We did this. So this is my normal. Because if he plays here, you can't really Hane effectively. Because you would want to double Hane here, right? But you can't. Otherwise, you're dead. Or you're doing something like this one, which is just like a clump of garbage now. So we don't really want to do any of these things, right? So we can't do that. We have to play here, which means we get to do this one. And because of this, we get to play here. And then we get to play here. And then we get to play here. And by the way, we're already live in the corner. So did it hurt us in any way, shape, or form to invade his 3-3? Not really. So when the few times this is played professionally, what you wind up happening, or have happened rather, sorry, is to play down. Then white has to run, white has to run, white has to run. White is alive, unfortunately, at this point. So if we're going to do anything here, we have to go back and control 0-3. No one likes this variation. This is why it's not really played. It was kind of experimented with for a little while. Now and again, I mean, if you look it up on, not Kogos, that's the wrong word, Wall Theory, you will find professional games with this variation, this exact variation, in fact, played, but it's not in white, or black doesn't really like it, so it's not going to be a thing, right? Because, I mean, there's like this that you can see later. That stone isn't even dead yet. I mean, it's just like, yeah. What are we doing here? Who knows? And the reason I won't play here is because this is freaking enormous later, right? That's a huge clump of territory. Holy crap. 4 lines? Are you kidding me? Across 6 lines? Dude! This is insane! This could be a 30-point corner if you get, like, just any kind of follow-up. So the temptation to play this way is there. And you also have to be like, no, not going to do it. Now, mind you, we did not go and do the 3-3 because we could do this one later. Now, this is hard to live in. This is more for closer to 1Qs, maybe. But we could play this one to begin getting enough room to live. If they do this, then don't you know, you might have found enough room to actually get life on in here somehow. Interesting, huh? And if they don't, then that is just a free reduction in an area they might have been trying to grow in. So that's kind of flexible that way, which is why we are really, really, really not going to Atari that stone. This is small. I think he needs to play here, take a big point. Nice enclosure, gives himself some points. I love it. Or if you want something about my territory, he could play here and begin trying to reduce. This gives him a weak group. I can attack this severely, but if you really need to get in there, it's really about your best shot. Anything else that's really blaring I want to point out? Right, got strong, so I got the cut. I think that's about... Oh, yeah, this one. So if you wanted to kill this, you're looking at this variation, right? This is the only way that you can try to kill it. We play here because if he plays this way, that's not an eye anymore, so that's obvious, right? We protect here. We throw in, drop down's obvious, Hane's obvious, poking's obvious, and then this. In order to live here, he has to be able to get out from this line. And I don't think he can do it. By the way, I don't like 16 anymore. Ay. Change your mind on 16. That way here we can go and just do this one or something. So it's hard to get out. It's hard to get out. If you can't run, then you can't live. It's that simple. It's that simple. In fact, here, it's even simpler. Because if you try to cut now, we can do this one into this one. Actually, no, don't do this one. It's just actually might be really stupid. No, the ladder doesn't work on either side. Yeah, it might be okay to do it just this way. As you can see, as long as you can't run, you're in trouble. So you could try to move to make a kill here. You absolutely could. I think this one's bad though. I think you're supposed to be able to. I think you're supposed to play here. Yeah, or maybe this way into this way. I like this way a little bit better actually. I think. Because there's Mii here, right? Yeah. Yeah, looks fine. Looks fine. Like I said, it's complicated, not for DDKs. There's some stuff you gotta read out. But good food for thought when someone's trying to invade an area that's been sealed off at the 3-3. Doesn't always live. Not even with a Ko. Instead, we force-fed him life. This is risky. Very, very risky. We could throw in, and if he plays here, he's dead. If he plays here, we just play this one, and he's dead again. So, a lot of mistaken variations down like in there. And then up top, he should have played this one. We go here instead. He Hanes. This is one of the oldest Joseki on record. Nice and simple. He's reduced a bit. I get Sente. Now I can go play the move I want to play. So I think that about covers it. The way he plays a bit unfortunate. He has to just play this way now, I guess. And that's just way too much territory taken, like, off his corner. For what? Like, this is dangerously close to being dead. Anyway, let's play again. All right, got ourselves a 9Q this time. 9Q is pretty close to a DDK land. If you are in the 12 or 11Q or even the 15Q, it's still pretty good to see how the single digits are reacting to things. What do they do? I'm going to do a 3 or 4 point. Why not? What their weak points are, what you're aiming towards. Now, this one I will go and do a pincer. I think if you're SDK, you should be able to handle a pincer. He seems to be handling this one just fine. Not my variation that I prefer, but, you know, still pretty good. Then look at the last guy. How is this guy on the road towards? This guy is doing too bad. Not too... Wait, pink is resignation. Okay, that's weird. So, oh, I see. Yeah. Not doing too badly. Won the last 2 games. Way to go. Way to go. You. This one I want to respond to, I don't believe. Someone said I'm going to treat this like a 3-stone wall. Go 1, 2, 3, and then maybe this one somewhere over in here. Could do. Do I? Nah, I'll just go and do something passive. I'm just going to play here. Done. Treat it like a 2-stone instead. 1, 2, plus 1, bam. Because I really can't treat this one as a solid wall. I would have loved to, but I don't think I can. Enclosure detected, you know what that means? We're going to block the extension. Simple as that. Simple as that. Now there's some moves that are already appearing on the board that I want to play. Which means I'm going to be blue. Bonk. I want to play this one. I would like to play this one. And then we've got the approach represented by a 3-3. Or maybe just a 3-3. One of the two. I'll grab my little extension here. Normally, against this, I would play here and then get a base this way. I don't usually split nowadays. Okay, that 3-3 still exists, sadly. Am I really going to take an extension from him again? You know what? I have an extension here. I will go and grab an enclosure instead. We can now take this guy off the field and instead put him up over into here or a... Okay, never mind. Played before I could say it. Now here we're going to kick because I already have an enclosure. Therefore, I'm not giving him a base because my next move is going to be a pincer. Right? Easy peasy. I don't like kicking. I don't know what that is at all. I'm just going to go and treat it like, okay. Separate it. Now what? Okay. Fix my shape, I suppose. Make a table. This is getting weird, yo. If I play here, I think he just dies. So tell you what. I'm just gonna play the extension. These 2 stones I think are dead. So I will follow up the little double tap action here. Like so. Nice and simple. Not doing anything complicated. Okay, I'll give it to him. I'm going to assume that my 3-3 can't live anymore. I think it still can. But we're just going to assume that it can't live anymore. Things that you might want to play next are the cap, because I'm slowly getting into the middle. And we have been going corner, side, center. So corner, done. Side, done. Therefore, only thing that remains, as far as I'm concerned, is the middle. Therefore, he's kind of really going for them corner stuffs. You know, he went for the corner stuff up here, too. Maybe he's more, bleep bloop inclined right now, huh? But you can see the danger of being only concerned with the sides and like little bits of territory in here and like over in there and whatnot. Because like right now, right? I'm just getting influence. So the question that you might ask yourself is what happens when this gets too large? You want to see a big brain move right now? Because check this out. Let's draw this out. This is cute. Let's look at this. Check this out. Because I have a wall here and a wall here, you can really see what you want to build next. Either this one or this one to start getting in the middle. But here's the thing. Of these two, this one's the smaller one. So it's harder to come in. There's a smaller gap here. So I want to fill out this guy right here. That one's like it's going to be the harder one to develop. So we're going to play here like so. And now he's got this little small gap over here to try to break into that middle. I'll connect like so. Ladder works, which is why I left this little hangy doodad. Exactly. Now, the key here is we're tempted to immediately play this one. But I'm going to play here first and just take this side territory. Then I will play here. I'm not going to just go and develop and like defend the middle and let him poke at me and just keep falling back. And then maybe he attacks me from here and I like fall back there and then he takes more of the side. That'd be bad. That'd be terrible. We wouldn't like that, would we? No. So I'm going to do something here just to see if he falls for it. I won't do it if he does, but I'm going to play here. And he fell for it. So I could play here right now, and I could begin reading out how to get past one of these connections. Like I could play here. Does he play that one? I can play here. Does he play that one? Do I extend? He wants to connect there. Fascinating. So if I play here first and he defends, and then I do this, then suddenly I might have a disconnection there. Interesting. But we're not doing that. Excuse me. Instead, I'm literally just going to go right across the board because he can't go that deep. He's got a 2-space extension here. If he tries to go anything further, I will point out the shape mistake and I will do bad things to him. Look, if he doesn't mind my sector line right now, which is right here, then he's in trouble. Now, here's the thing. I just drew that line, right? I just drew that line. It looks like it's okay. But it isn't. Why isn't it? Quite simply because what is that anchored to? Like he just, he's kind of like trying to launch some kind of invasion or a lifeline into my area to kind of wreck it, whatever. But what's its anchor point? It's anchored here with a 2-space. Its anchor is weak as crap because we can cut through it. So he's on the sector line, but if we unravel the rope that anchor, or however you want to think about it, is tied to, it just all frays apart. And then it's like floating in the middle of your area, you know? And that's not good. That ain't good. That said, I'll just go and defend. This is DDK. We're not trying to get all crazy. If he like launches a stone back in here, it's dead. So I'll just keep it dead. These stones are dead. If he tries to revive them, I'm going to keep it dead. It's not me killing anything any more than it would be saying like I played here. The only reason why like I lost is because he killed it. Like no, that's dead anyway. You can't live back in there. Crazy. Follow up because I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th line is pretty sexy. This is dead, so I'm just gonna keep it dead. Where is it running to? Where is it running to? This thing here that I'm literally pointing at, where is it going to? It can't go anywhere, right? It's dead. I'm not killing it. It was never alive. It's the same as if, you know, I played this move here. Only difference is it's more obvious to see that that's obviously not able to live. If I play a move in here, it's obviously not able to live. Right? That's all. No other difference. No other difference at all. I don't... Sure. If he plays here, okay, sure. Okay. Like, you can see how hard it is for us to live. It just can't, you know? Protecting my cutting points. Only way he can live is if I, like, give him weird cutting points to go after. Like that. Yeah, don't let him take your stone and cut you off and kill you. Okay. Same thing here. Oh, I think he's giving up. I think he's giving up. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I'm not going to Hane here, because if I Hane, then he might have a cutting point. I got to read out, like, what does that cutting point do? Does it do anything? I don't know. Just don't worry about it. This is actually an interesting position. I actually like this position. Because here, like, my stones got cut off while I was explaining stuff. And you're tempted to jump out. But look where you're going if you jump. You're jumping what? To this? You're jumping into a brick wall? Instead, just admit it doesn't work. It doesn't work. There's no shame in admitting defeat there. Okay? Always be willing to admit when you've lost out in an area or when you've been defeated. That way you don't keep adding to it and making your position worse. Because you can take a defeat in like a fight or whatever, and the game's not over. You could get something from it. But if you refuse to admit it and you keep doubling down, like, I'm not defeated yet. No, I'm going to keep adding stones here. Then those 2 stones become 3, become 4, become 8. How many more stones are you going to give him until you realize not only are you defeated in that battle, you've lost the game? So sure, he's got me there, man. He's got me. Those stones, I don't know if I can kill him or if I can revive them. They're gone. Done. Boom. You know? Whatever. Whatever, man. The question is, what can I do about it now? And I'm eyeing that 2 space again. We're really close, aren't we? What if I play something as simple as this one? Does he respond? And then this one. Does he respond again? Oops. Cut off the 2 stones. Couldn't do that if I just ran out my 2. If I just ran out my 2, that does not happen. Okay. I mean, it doesn't change anything. I can still cut that. So we're go. I don't want to get cut off here, so I'm gonna be like, no. There's an Atari here, by the way. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Atari to extend. I gotta know. That's an Atari. Alright, he died. He died. He left an Atari behind. It's that, it's exactly what I was mentioning previously, right? I mean, I could do that, I guess. No reading, just play it. No reading, just play it. Okay, can I kill this? Oh, maybe. Okay. I'm just gonna connect. There's a double Atari there, but whatever. I'll connect. I'm fine with it. Atari. Atari. Semi-Atari. I'm not sure if I need the shape point, but I'll go ahead and poke it anyway. Now I'll take. So a lot is dying here, but it's not really... A lot really isn't dying. It's just he's playing a lot of stones that were never alive to begin with. And we'll go over all of exactly how we knew none of this was alive. Some remix Final Fantasy VII. Not bad. Or I should say some lo-fi Final Fantasy VII. Like this! Like he's doing a lot of things like this. Like that's double Atari, you know? Okay. I'll take then. He can connect, I guess. If he goes here, I'll cut him off. So yeah, this is very, very, very bloody. Ugh. So this looked like we were really, really mean and really, really aggressive. But we really, really, really weren't. He was really, really, really mean and really, really, really aggressive. We just weathered the storm. And I'll show you how you can weather the storm too. Like we did pincer here. This is a Joseki, I guess. Whatever. Splitty, splitty, splitty. I don't like this one. You should play here instead. And if your opponent jumps into a pincer, I mean, that's fine. There have been Fuseki set up solely to try to get your opponent to jump into a pincer. So if they do it, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Could play here, enclosure, block, extend again, or we could take our enclosure in for ourselves, like whatever, right? So none of this mattered. This was the first interesting move of the game. He didn't play like the low one here, where you do this kind of dealio, and notice immediately how much easier that one is. He did this one, which I'm going to go ahead and say is a classic mistake. I've already got my enclosure, therefore I can pincer him after I kick him. Because I don't need this move here. I've already got the back off move. Riddle me this. Riddle me this. Let's say, hypothetically, I played here. He kicked me. I extended. He played here. And then I don't know, played away. It's like, no. You'd absolutely pincer that now, right? Like you forgot to extend. And it's the same thing here. This is like him forgetting to extend, only he couldn't because he never had a chance to. But yeah, same thing. I don't even know what this is. I couldn't even tell you what this is. So we just drop down. It's a weird move, we just drop down. That was, I think, him killing himself, to be honest. Like, I think maybe, I don't even know. I don't know what he wanted here. Like, maybe if I played here, he was going to go here and try and develop this or something? Like, I don't even know what he was after here. Is there, like, some variation where he, like, gives up the corner again and tries to build or something? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I've never seen that before. Well, we just calmly kill off the 2. Double tapped it. Easy peas. He plays here, no problem. We extended. Made ourselves a nice and strong base. And then we identified this. Instead of doing this stuff, it would have behooved him to realize, you know what? There's some influential stuff going on in this game. Just even a star point helps against it. Right? Even a star point helps against it. Notice it's being built, then you can do something about it before it's too late. Here, he's not noticing. He's not noticing. He's still not noticing, otherwise he'd be like, oh my god, I need to do something else. Anything, just whatever. Just anything that we could possibly start doing to get into this middle. Right? But instead, he's still not noticing, still not noticing, still not noticing. Now he's noticing, but it's starting to get too late. Because I just got what? 1, 2, 3, 4? Times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? That's almost 40 bloody points. We're 2 lines shy of having 40 points there alone. With Comey, 48. So, 46, sorry. 8-point Comey. Never. Plus the top, like 15 or so, right? We're good. Another 2-space extend. We could play here and cap as well, by the way. I didn't mention, but we could. And the reason for it, because it's 2-space. He can't let me do this kind of stuff. Right? Look at all these force moves we're going to have. Oh my god. What did this even do? Anyway, we shoulder hit him, he ignored, and from there, he's just not alive. Because this needs to make 2 eyes locally, or connect to something. It can't connect to anything. How do you know? Do you see any black stones in here? No? Can this stone suddenly loop around and slam dunk there? No. Is the stone gonna run out, loop around, and slam dunk into there? No. So it can't connect to anything, therefore it has to live with 2 eyes. Okay. For that you need Aji. Are there cutting points? Do you see any? No. Any Atari? No. Is anything not alive that you can threaten to attack? No. So there's nothing to threaten. We can't run away. We're dead. It's simple as that. We're surrounded. We can't threaten anything. We can't break out. We can't connect. You can't live. You just can't. Sorry. So this was better. Maybe this one now? I don't know, but instead he played this one. This one is just not able to live. There's nowhere to go. Simple as that. Nowhere to run to. And then here, we admitted our defeat. 2 stones. You got him, sir. Only problem is he played away, and now there's this one. So, I don't think he got quite what he wanted to here. Because we might be able to connect all that crap up. He really needed to hit here again. But alright. I think after that, everything else is pretty straightforward. The old clock on the wall tells me that we've been playing for an hour already. So I'm going to go ahead and call that done. Sorry, couldn't resist. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this game. All of you DDKs, hope you got some better ideas on what you're looking for in your own games. And as always, I will see you next time. Take care, everybody.